Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus.
And already we're underway here. Gullit.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Musiala. And here's Gullit. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Griezmann. That looks a cracking ball. A real chance if he can get through. Rijkaard.
Pass somewhat off target. Vietnam controlling the possession in this early phase.
DiMarco. Vardiol.
Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Griezmann has got himself a free kick.
And he is going into that little black book.
DiMarco, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
He is through here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here.
Musiala.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Griezmann.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Seedorf. And it's Messi. Musiala. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by. Bullet! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Musiala. Rodri. Vietnam finding their passes. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, that was vital. And he's there to get it away. That's a throw. Pull it. He's got away. Musiala. Hullet. And it's Hullet. Opts to... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's lofted through here. Neatly clipped into space. Rodri. Now, what about a counter-attack? Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Musiala just eases him off the ball. Nedved. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And it's Eto'o. He can run onto that. Musiala. Oh, good ball. Hullet. Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vietnam are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks.
And there's the end of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Some
first half thoughts?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Vietnam lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Eto'o. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival. That is good alertness. Nedved. Romero. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. DiMarco going full tilt down the left. Team still separated by the game's only goal. He has found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Musiala just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Vardiol is there, and he can pick it up. Griezmann. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
987.
Oh, great! Has a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's going to be disappointed with that. He can get that clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Pullet does have his name on the score sheet, of course. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's in on goal! There's the shot!
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Griezmann. Number 14, Musiala.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Bellingham. Number 16, Rodri.
Vietnam have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Number 6,
Bale is herring after that one.
De Bruyne.
Palmer.
Number 20,
Cristiano Ronaldo under intense pressure.
Yeah, what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Pedri. Vietnam are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Rice. Vietnam leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Romero. Now it's Pullet. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's De Bruyne. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Seedorf. Nedved. Pullet. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's onside. Showing good feet. Now it's Maldini. Lobbed in behind.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh no, what has happened here?
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Vardio.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Number 19.
Mbappe! Mbappe! Pedri charging forward, the ball at his feet.
There will be 1 minute at
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And there goes the final whistle. Vietnam have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. The action has already started. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Nedved. Nedved. And that's now the finish! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Seedorf.
Mbappe is in a really good position out wide.
Bellingham. Now it's Hullet.
Mbappe. Mbappe! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
And it's Nedved.
Now that looks a decent ball. Seedorf turns and goes back. Vietnam are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. The muscular approach does pay off here. And that could set him on his way. Has a go! And it's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Van Dijk tries to clear. Pirlo. Pirlo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hullet. And he's made sure that's not getting through. He can get that clear. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Rodri. Some resolute defending there. Hullet. Shot a goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Hullet deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that is a nice touch.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, he was clearly disappointed with... And Seedorf! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Musiala, Vietnam are looking to break at pace. Thuram calmly anticipates.
Seedorf. Nedved
looking to add to his goal. Now it's Griezmann. Cristiano Ronaldo. Araujo gets it away. Taken back almost at once. Bellingham. Now it's Griezmann. Lovely feet. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Cleared without hesitation. Musiala. That's very neat.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well timed, excellent interception. Nedved is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, that's fabulous. Try. Mbappe! Bellingham. Musiala.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Quality ball. Bout of passing here, really. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Bullet is offering a wry smile there.
This possibly the last play of the half. Pullet getting... And there is the half-time whistle. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
The screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
And we're off again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
DiMarco. Seedorf. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Griezmann. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the ball's a good one here. And that is exemplary defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
And here's Griezmann. Oh, important interception.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
DiMarco plays it short. No way through, so back it comes. And now they can spring out of defence. Seedorf.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking them out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Pullet. Rodri. Great position here. Ronaldo finds himself offside. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Seedorf gets a foot in here. Now it's Mbappe. Seedorf. Nedved. Nice interception, well timed. Bellingham.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Van Dijk. Araujo. Rijkaard. He's looking wide. Bellingham. And that's another good win of the ball. Seedorf. Deftly done. Seedorf is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Seedorf. Now it's Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Seedorf. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. But it's Thuram. Has a look and plays it forward. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Seedorf. Griezmann. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Seedorf. That's an excellent interception.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bellingham. Pull it. Chance to shoot now. Pull it! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 14, Musiala. Number 21, Griezmann.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
Ronaldo. Number 10, Bellingham.
That's a
Number
deception,
16,
his positioning was spot
Rodri.
on.
Coming on the field,
Rice.
Number 15,
Alvarez.
Number 22,
Vietnam seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Mbappe. Number 13,
And here's Alvarez.
Number 20,
Araujo gets it clear.
substitution.
He's through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That has been cut short. Oh, great play! He won't be happy with that one. Rummenigge. Palmer. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rummenigge! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Well, there's the clearance. And that's that. In the end, then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Looking for the runner. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, a quick look at this lineup, and Pavel Nedved jumps higher than the rest.
He'll be involved in more or less everything they try to do going forward.
Yeah, he has all the ingredients to serve up something delicious, and we can feast our eyes on a truly great competitor.
Rodri. Bellingham. And it's Gullit. Suarez charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann. He's got space in the area. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Pirlo. Now it's Gullit. That's a nicely measured pass. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well read, nice interception. Cristiano Ronaldo. Gullit. Gullit. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Luis Suarez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gullit. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Musiala. Cristiano Ronaldo. Caught offside that time. That is good alertness. That's a good ball played into space. Now he's just misjudged that one. Now it's Gullit. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, we expected better and so did he. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Di Marco. Stood up well to him there. And here's Suarez. That is good strength. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Nedved taking charge of the dead ball. And this is a great chance to take a lead. Missed by a fraction. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. 15 minutes till half-time. That's been cut out, well played. Bastoni is there to clear. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann going full tilt down the right-hand side. That's very neat. stands tall and strong. Griezmann. Bellingham. And he's gone backward here. He's got the shot away! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Vietnam really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Griezmann. Vietnam given another corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Always onto this. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he's managed to get free. Turns and goes back. Luis Suarez. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Now it's Griezmann. Luis Suarez.
There will be
That's
1 minute
Nedved.
added time.
Luis Suarez in with the challenge. And that'll be the final action of the first half. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Griezmann. Shapes to shoot! Seedorf gets it clear. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Chip through. Romero. Bastoni. DiMarco. Spread neatly. Musiala. That's tidy. And it's Hullet. Oh, that's neat. He's had a hit! Marvellous goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
So we have the first goal.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and
Shot a goal! Mighty close.
that's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was going in.
Cristiano Ronaldo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And he's taking no chances there. Cristiano. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for options for movement. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Musiala providing an outlet on that flank. Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Romero. It's a promising position. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Luis Suarez is wide and looking to get onto this. There's the hit! DiMarco tries to clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's another good win of the ball. Pirlo concedes a free kick for that.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 14, Musiala. Number 10, Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 22, Lorenzo
Bale
Pellegrini.
proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. The less said about that pass, the better. Oh, he's found some space here. Oh, Red, nice interception. Searching ball that into space. That has been cut short. Bale. Oh, it's Bale! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vietnam are looking to break at pace. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Pellegrini. Now Romero. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's well spotted. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Please report to the
So a
staff room
short
immediately.
respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
No winner in 90.
Coming on the
30 more to
field
come.
is number 18.
Vietnam conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Alvarez. Valverde. Driving through the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Bale. Nedved fiddles it through. Valverde. De Bruyne. Alvarez. And he stands tall, impenetrable. He's gone forward, and he cuts out the supply. Di Marco. Rodri. Now it's Mbappe. Well, played right into his path. Ball's gone out of play. Seedorf, great chance! And it's hoisted clear. Valverde. And it's De Bruyne. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mbappe! We've reached the midway point in extra time.
And a quick announcement to the benefit of...
Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama?
Substitution on the field. Number 16.
And
Rodri.
we're off for the
Number
final
4,
time.
Van Dijk.
This has
Number
been
95.
enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left?
Coming on the field. Number 20. Rice. Number 5. Ronald Araujo.
He's found a way
Number
through.
19. Marquinhos.
Well, that defending
Substitutions
is
taking place.
unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Bale. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And the counter is on. Valverde. Alvarez. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, easy pickings there. De Bruyne. Picked out, can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Pellegrini has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
All hands on deck for this one.
Substitution in progress.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Rijkaard certainly could have and should have made more of that.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Rice.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Alvarez. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. And that is as far as it goes. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for one. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Vietnam are looking to break at pace. Musiala. Oh, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's really well cleared. And reclaimed it in a trice. No, that's been intercepted.
The Netherlands promoted the philosophy of total football, and Clarence Seedorf is one of its finest exponents.
Yeah, pretty hard to find a weakness, isn't it?
Yeah, and for all his strengths, Peter, I think it's his passing that stands out mostly for me. He supports all of that with real determined movement, whether he plays as a 10 or deeper.
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And it's Eto'o. Great ball if he can get there. And here's the chance to counter. Thuram. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Musiala. Now it's Gullit. Always onto this. That is good alertness. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's gone for a throw-in. Vardiol. Now DiMarco. Played over towards the opposite flank. Bellingham. And here's Griezmann. Good spot, he's seen the run. Crossed into the box. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase.
He's one-on-one! Eto'o! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Gullit. And the pass is intercepted. That looks a cracking ball.
Oh, really well played.
Gullit. Musiala. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Eto'o. It's Pirlo! That's another chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Decent hit! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Goal! After
So that's
36
two now
minutes
without
is
reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Vietnam are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Musiala. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Musiala.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Gullit. Nedved. Oh, it's Nedved. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Maldini. Can he finish?
Has been
Well, now it's a
indicated.
race for the ball. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And there is the half-time whistle. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Vietnam were desperate for the half-time whistle. A regroup and a rethink is imperative to rescue
Quick
this.
reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Bellingham. Romero. And here's Musiala. Musiala was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Hullet. And that has been clubbed away. It's their second corner of the game. Pirlo with the short one. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham. Here's Rodri. And here's real chance! That's going to go a long way. Cristiano Ronaldo being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Gets his pass away. He was under real pressure there. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is a great pick out. Guardiola deals with that comfortably. And he's there to get it away.
The match was 71,898.
Araujo gets across to intercept that, but it's Eto'o. Can he get it through? Romero. Rodri. He could be in here, and he's cut it out. Pirlo. DiMarco. And that has put paid to that. Seedorf. That is a great pick out. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Passes short and sharp. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, it's Seedorf.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Maldini. That looks a good ball through. Lovely bit of skill. Just about up to 75 minutes. Seedorf. And he's made sure that's not getting through. So what can they make of this? Hullet. Hullet! It's a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
We have got changes here
Griezmann.
from both sides, in fact.
Number 14.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Number 10.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Alvarez.
And it's lofted through here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
De Bruyne.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Substitutions taking place.
Pedri charging forward, the ball at his feet. He has found the way through. That's tidy. Turns and goes. And De Bruyne! Araujo is there, and he can get that clear. Vietnam are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here, but shapes to shoot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pedri.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. Messi. And it's Bale. Bale. Chance to shoot now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. And that is a little undercooked. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion. It hits one! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Threads one in. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Musiala finds himself offside. Pull it. Pull it. Pull it! Oh, that's just stunning!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. DiMarco aims beyond the defence. He's onside! Nedved. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's fabulous. He's one-on-one, surely! And he's there to belt it away. And here's Seedorf. It's a good spell of possession, this. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out wide. Backward it goes. Pull it.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
DiMarco. Nice sequence of passes, this. Pull it. Real chance! He scored! Right back in the game! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Rummenigge. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And they're back on the ball again. And he was quick to react.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Great chance!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Musiala. It's a mighty effort! Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Musiala. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, look at the space here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rummenigge! Oh, taken with style! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Pirlo. And it's Maldini. Seedorf. Griezmann. Might be dangerous. There's the shot! No mistake! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
He's got the shot away! Goal! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him. And the first 45 minutes are up. Vietnam playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals and nothing to suggest much is going to change.
Please join me.
So there was the first half.
Well, what an enjoyable first half. Just when you think a 2-goal lead can be decisive, it's gone again, and I hope the goals keep coming.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Vietnam clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Short changes him with that pass. And it's Hullet. Griezmann. Griezmann. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Can he put it away? Big moment! Massive goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Vietnam take the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Cleared without complication. Marquinhos.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
649.
Romero. And here's Griezmann.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Hullet. Nedved. Pirlo! DiMarco. DiMarco getting this one clear. Griezmann. Griezmann goes steaming forward. And he's being shifted off it. Nedved. Van Dijk.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that could set him on his way.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now Romero. Bellingham. Griezmann. And he's heaved it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, good-looking ball. Has a goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodri. Now DiMarco. That'll be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Griezmann. Number 14,
Nedved.
Musiala. Number 10,
Mbappe is onto it in a flash.
coming on the field.
He's
Number
done very well to
15,
take that back.
Alvarez. Number 6,
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Maldini. Seedorf. And here's Neymar. There's the hit! And the lead stays intact, just.
Bale is looking pretty upset with himself. It should have been a leveller.
Alvarez.
Vietnam surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, what has happened here? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Shot could be on. Big chance! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Bale. Palmer. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. "90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time."
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution on the field. Number 16.
90
Rodri.
minutes gone and
Coming
nothing
on to
between them
replace him
still.
is Number 20.
Vietnam
Rice.
conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think...
Oh, smashing header! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Bullet has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Palmer. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So what can they conjure from this one? So does he go for it? It's not a kind angle. DiMarco skims one in. He's had a hit! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Corner number 2 then.
Substitution.
They've played it short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
DiMarco. That's been cut out, well played. Neymar. Kaká. Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mbappe. Showing good fees. Had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Turns and goes back. Can he finish? Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Kaká. And they can counter here. And it's Neymar. Rice.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. Rice. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Come to you now with a quick request for
Yeah,
support
90 minutes
from
long
our
gone.
World Charity
15
Fund.
of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama?
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Gullit.
Exhaustion,
Coming on the
physical
field
and
is
mental.
Number 9,
Will we find a winner?
Mbappe.
Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. Oh, that's a key interception. Rice. Palmer. Throw it. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Mbappe. He's dealt with that really well. And they've got rid. Seedorf. Defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Nicely worked. Now, what about a counter-attack? Araujo cuts it out. He's found a way through. Very nicely done. Can he stop it going out? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Forwards and with intent. Palmer.
Vietnam have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
And that is as far as it goes. Vietnam did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass.
We are glad to inform you.
How would
that
you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Vietnam lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.